Hey Hottie, I just wanted to drop in and have a little casual chat today about some things I see going on in the online space, like trends among advice for relationships and things that kind of just to me seem confusing. And honestly, I think it's really crappy relationship advice. So I'm just going to get into a few things that I see, a few bits and pieces of information that I see floating around that I'm going to ask you to take a little bit of a deeper look at and to see what you think about it. The first piece of relationship advice that I see people paying attention to and sort of repeating that doesn't feel very true for me is this whole if someone starts to pull away in relationship or to stop texting you or reaching out to you or contacting you is to just go ahead and ghost them harder right back. This to me seems confusing for a variety of different reasons. Number one, you're not developing any relationship or communication skills when you just repeat a pattern that someone else tells you to do when a specific circumstance happens. Why? For multiple reasons. Number one, there's going to be different reasons why people are doing different things. So if a person you're dating is doing something like that, like pulling back or not reaching out a lot, there's so many reasons for that. They could just be busy. They could have had something really big go on in their lives and maybe they don't feel comfortable yet talking to you about that, or maybe they're in kind of a down place. Or it could be because they don't really want to reach out to you anymore, And honestly, why would you want to sort of strategize ghosting them harder because they're not reaching out to you? It might trigger that sense of scarcity in them, and if they really want to be with you, that might cause them to come back and contact you again. But for so many reasons, it's bad advice. Number one, you're not communicating. So if if you have a situation where someone pulls away and you don't even feel comfortable saying, hey, what's going on with you? Are you okay? And from a genuine place of concern, or, oh, I totally thought we were going to meet up on Tuesday and I never heard from you. What's going on? Or, hey, that was really disappointing that you said this and, I haven't heard from you. If you can't tell someone how you feel, what is the point of being in a relationship? The whole point of relationships is that it can help us access a really deep place of feeling and care within ourselves. If you can't start a relationship telling someone, even in a small way, that you care about whether or not you see them again, that's not a relationship. I'm not really sure what that is. It just seems like this series of games that people are playing that have no basis in reality, love, or connection. And I mean, if that's what a relationship is, please don't sign me up for that because I'm not interested. If all of the relationship advice just turns into this series of games, they do this and you do this, and then you're going to have more control in this situation, it's really just kind of a losing battle. Why would you want to engage with someone where you have to sort of play this tit for tat situation in order to develop any sort of connection with them? Because to me, relationships, the way that you start and continue to relate to somebody else determines every single step in that relationship further down the line. So if you set up a relationship now where you have to play games, what do you think is going to happen 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now? Do you think the games are going to stop? No, you started that relationship playing games and you're still going to be strategizing behind the scenes and not telling that person the way that you really feel, because that's the way you set your relationship up. That's just the way the mind works. Anytime you do anything based on fear or avoidance or a sense of lack consciousness, then that sets your mind up to think it has to keep doing those things in order to be successful. So playing games in connection, communication is out. I don't understand why people do it. I don't understand why people keep on giving advice and that you need to do things this way or relate in this way. I don't get it. It's not my thing. Number two, all of the videos, some of the most popular videos on YouTube is how to get your ex back. No, thank you. What? Like, what is this all about? I mean, in my work with my clients, when I have talked to people about maybe painful things that they've had with their exes or exes that they still feel like somehow pull them in, it's not that they truly want to be with that person. It's that they have unresolved emotions around that relationship and what happened and it not working out. So anytime you're going to have that, your mind is going to want to create this scenario where you wish you could redo something or have another opportunity, or you wish something painful or difficult didn't happen. So maybe your mind sort of creates this scenario where you feel you need to get your ex back. But let me tell you, honey, it probably didn't work out for some very good reasons. And when you uncover what those are and start to take a deeper look about what you're really looking for, what are you really looking for in resolution in that relationship? Do you truly want to be with that person? Do you wish that you didn't make some certain mistakes or some steps or something in that relationship? Or do you wish that they didn't do something in that relationship? Because you can't go back. We literally cannot go back in time. All this is telling you is that somewhere in your consciousness, you have unresolved emotions. It could be from this person. It also could be triggered from deeper stuff, deeper things in your life that you've dealt with, like themes or experiences that you've had that you haven't gotten over, and maybe being with that person and being hurt by. Or it could just be that the breakup that you had with that person unconsciously triggered all of those deeper things to come up. Unresolved emotions that have to do with you as a person, not so much about that other person and your relationship with them. Because when you uncover what you really, really, truly want in your mind and in your heart, you can move forward. But if you keep on looking back at the past and trying to get that same person back who maybe not even be the right fit for you, you're going to invite this place of being stuck. And when you truly realize what that breakup triggered for you and what you're still sort of trying to come back into a sense of wholeness or balance around, then you can start to move forward. But if you just feel like, oh, I need to get that ex back or I need to find out how to be with them again, you're just going to invite a place of being stuck in your own mind, and that is never a good place to be. So tell me what you think about this video. Did this trigger something for you, good or bad, ugly? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Until then, sending you a massive love.